Yeah, I'm a star, yeah, I always been a rebel. Yeah, I do my job, I just cop the new bezel. For the squad,
hey y'all, you're tuning into Hot Tea with Nini, and I'm your host, Nini. And you're tuning into the podcast where culture, consciousness, and real talk all meet in the same cup. Today, I got a very special guest. This man be doing his thing out here on the music scene. He be representing for his city. He be putting on for his city. He brings people together. He helps people with what projects they got going on while he has projects that he's working on himself. And just not to mention that he always got something going on. I'm gonna let y'all get to meet my guy Nova the King. What's up? Thank you for coming today.
What's good, yo? Thank you for the invite. I appreciate it. The spot's dope. It looks really nice in here.
Well, thank you. I appreciate you. We're filming right now out of the Illinois Media School in O'Hare. So if you're looking for a career in media, go to beonair.com. Period. Tell me your girl Nini sent you. Okay.
Tap in, beonair.com. You watching Hot Tea with Nini, episode 5. You can't fucking miss it. And I'll see y'all on episode 52.
Yes. So we've been cutting it up for a little minute. We're over here. We got a decent show planned for you guys. We're going to get to know my guy Nova. We're going to talk about music that he's working on, music coming up, existing music, and projects like events. And you can find out how to get in touch with him. But also, we're going to get to know him a little bit. We're going to talk about his life, where he's at, where he's going. Like, we want to know all the tea, period. So Nova,
I'm excited.
You in the hot seat. Now I'm playing with you.
Let's go.
But kind of just getting to know you, like myself. I see that you're a dope person. You're an entrepreneur, but you're also an artist. You put a lot of people in a room together, right, that are able to feed off each other's energy in a good way. Like, there's no negativity in any one of your events. It's nothing but love. And I just want to salute you for that.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much. That's like honestly one of the best compliments you could give me. Like, I take a lot of pride in the stuff I do. And like I said, it means a lot to me just to be able to, build the community, give people a platform, things like that. So truly, that is one of the best compliments I could receive. So thank you.
You're welcome. You deserve it. You definitely, I know a lot of people would agree with me. So yes, you are very welcome. You're always got new projects you're working on. If it's not events, it's music. So real quick, before we start like deep diving, let's let people know where they could find you, where they could follow you. And then I want to know what you're working on right now.
So if you like the interview or you end up, just fucking with me and you want to check, can I curse?
Yeah.
Okay. If you end up fucking with the interview, you can find me on Instagram, Nova the King with 2 G's. Very simple to find. I'll probably pop up right after Fashion Nova. And yeah, you'll see me right there. Just a big ass dude smiling.
Yes. Honestly, when you look at Nova, like when I look at Nova, I was like, man, like, I don't know if I'm going to like his music. I'm not going to lie with you, bro. But when I started listening to his music, like there's a lot of really dope songs, and it's not just the beats, because that's something for me that I need to have to enjoy a song is like good beats.
Right.
Which you have.
Thank you.
But it's like the positivity that is in it. But then you also have some trap songs, like some turn up songs. So
hell yeah.
So it's a lot of versatility. But like I don't know, it's just like a very positive flow, right? Mm-hmm. But when someone might look at you, they might not expect the sound that you have. So you have flavor. You got some good, you got music, you got good songs.
I appreciate that.
Yes.
Thank you.
It's just like a lot of, everybody wants to be a rapper.
Yeah.
So it's like, not a lot of people have that skill. Mm. And not only do you have like the lyrics, you have the beat, the flow, you got the stage presence.
Mm. Thank you, man. You got me cheesing over here, man.
Well, I'm
Thank
just,
you.
I'm saying, I'm keeping it real.
I appreciate that. No, yeah. I know what you're saying though. Like, you may not know what you're going to hear when you listen to my music. I have gotten that like my whole like career, I guess you could say, where like someone will be like, man, what I used to get a lot is like, I wasn't expecting that.
Okay.
I wasn't expecting that, or I wasn't, and I'm telling you, that's the best shit, just when people hear your music for the first time, or they see you perform for the first time, and you see that real natural reaction that comes from them, that just pure, just, unfiltered what they're thinking in that moment about what you just did. It's really cool. I mean, as an artist, you got to like know when to take people's opinions in, and you got to know when to, filter them out and channel them out. But in that moment, it's like, that is like one of the best feelings. I'm not going to lie. So I take it as a compliment. Some people may take it the wrong way, but
right. I didn't mean it like that.
No,
like in a
no.
bad way. I meant it in a good way. Like,
yeah, no, it's better to, give people something that they weren't expecting. You know what I'm saying? There's so many rappers, artists, musicians, like, and, salute to everybody doing their thing. So when somebody can feel something, at the end of the day, art is basically like, you want to feel something. So I take it as a compliment. So thank you.
And what would you say to like artists, music artists, someone, or maybe even a painter, somebody who's struggling with like finding their like flow, like what, like for instance, if you're a painter, are you good at painting houses or animals and people? If you're a music artist, like how do you like, how do you develop that sound, that I don't know, I want to say niche, but it's not the word I'm looking for. But I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say.
I think the first part of your question, people that are struggling with like finding their sound, or like getting out of like a writer's block type of thing.
Or just like finding what they're good at in a sense.
Okay, so discovering their talent and how to like nurture it and foster it.
That
so
part.
Like, okay.
See, he's good with the wordplay.
Honestly, it's going to sound like a generic answer, but just whatever calls to you. Whatever calls to you. Nobody is born and knows exactly what they want to do in life. All of our purposes change as we get older. All of our careers change. All of our, our opinions on things evolve. So I'm sorry, it is kind of a generic answer, but it would be just to go to what makes you happy. What makes you happy? What's your calling? What do you feel you need to do? Like, from a really young age, I always loved music. I didn't necessarily think I was going to be a rapper or an artist or a singer or anything, but I love just music. Like, a lot of us do, right? Everybody loves music. I think it's hard to find someone who doesn't. No, I don't like music, but
right.
So you kind of start there, for me at least. And then, I guess this is a good way to segue into like how I started writing music. Was I started with poetry. Like, okay. I just wrote poems when I was really young, at like around 15, 16. Like most artists that start, I was going through like a heartbreak, and that was a way for me to process it, deal with it, all those emotions. And I started writing poetry, showed it to my cousin at the time. And I remember him like reading them and being like, yeah, like don't show these to nobody. And I was just like, damn.
He's like, don't quit your day job.
And I'm like, okay, that's fine. So it started like that. And then, fast forward a couple of years, I'm like 18, 19. And now I started dabbling with music, actually. Now I'm like, learning how to record. Now I'm watching YouTube videos and stuff. And again, that just came from another heartbreak that I was dealing with. And, if it wasn't for that, who knows where I'd be. But so that's how I started with it. It started as poetry, and then it evolved into like, trying music. Like, oh, can I, just starting to rap. And then I didn't take it serious until I was like 22.
Okay.
So even then, I still didn't really lock in and was like, no, this is what I'm doing, and really, lock the fuck in and be like, I'm an artist, I'm a rapper. This is what I'm doing. This is what I want to do. This is what I'm, So it took even me, it took years. It took years to know what I wanted to do. Before I wanted to be an artist, I wanted to be a comedian. Like, I thought like, okay, cool. I like making people laugh. I like making people feel good. I like making people like happy, so I thought, okay, I could try doing comedy. Nah, that shit's hard as fuck, so respect to all the comedians out there. But yeah, I just loved music. So I started writing poetry because I was dealing with stuff, and it just kind of evolved slowly into music. But it took literally from 15 to 22 to really lock in and know like, okay, this is my purpose. Like, this is what I got to do.
Wow.
Or part of my purpose, excuse me.
Okay. I mean, that's dope. So that kind of took away one of my first question, which was going to be like, what got you into music? So that's dope. And then I was going to ask you, so when you say you locked in, right? Like, what was it that like made you feel like, yeah, this is it. Like, I'm doing music for the rest of my life?
That's a great question. That's a really good question. And that's why I'm grateful to be, at a platform like this, because, we don't get to really talk about those things much. And I feel like it's really cool. Like, whoever watches this in the future, even myself, I'm going to watch this and be like, oh man, that's just like a genuine answer. Like, I locked in because I just was like, I have to, essentially. Like, the way it started was with poetry. And then, like I said, I was dealing with all these emotions from like heartache and all these things. And at that same time, like most rappers, we're hanging out with our friends. We're chilling at the park. We're chilling, at the party. We're smoking and shit. You know what I mean? And we just start freestyling. Everybody does that with their friends at some point in life. It don't matter where you are. Everybody's like, yo, put a beat on. That part. Right? So, and then it's like a lot of people know those feelings. And then it kind of went from let's freestyle to, I wasn't Nova back then. So they were calling me like, my nickname and shit. So, yo, tell Nani to put a beat on and shit. Have Nani rap right now. And like, it went from me and my friends all freestyling to they are wanting me to only freestyle and just do it for like 10, 20 minutes and shit. So it started with that. That's how it evolved from like poetry to music, actually. And then, just dealing with stuff in life. I was going through a lot of stuff in life. And the music is, again, it's going to sound like a generic or like a corny or a cliche answer, but like the music it's honestly like therapeutic. And for a lot of artists, for a lot of people. And if I didn't do music, I truly don't know what I would have did or where I would have been.
But that's that thing, like, right? Is like everybody needs therapy, and therapy is different for everybody, and it just depends, like, what you're good at, and sometimes you just need to lock in. And I think that's amazing that like you had those people rooting you on, like, yeah,
Oh yeah.
Not Nova, but bring Nani out so he could bust the flow for us.
Y'all didn't know that was my nickname. That's an exclusive right there.
There you go.
They be calling me Nani, man. Stop playing.
That's why your Facebook is.
That's why my Facebook name. Chill.
Oh, my bad. But what was I gonna say? Okay. So we're talking about the music. We're talking about how you got into music, right? Mm-hmm. And kind of when I'm hearing like your story, community's already there, right? Even though you were going through grief and you had like these issues you're going through, like it sounded like you had a support system. Like your friends were kind of like, do that. You got this,
Yeah.
And that is tying into like what I want to talk about next is kind of like, how did you start throwing these dope ass events, okay? And how did you really start bringing all these people together? Because I just had Trey here, and
shout out AKA Trey.
It's
my guy.
And he was another one who agreed with me, just like how dope you are and how much you inspire people, right? And he gave you kudos for how much you helped him with producing his albums. So not to toot your horn, but so like, how did you start getting into these events and like really drawing community?
Shit, this is like a long-winded answer. I don't want to be too long-winded. I know it's like an interview, but okay. So the short answer is to just be honest with you. Me and my boys, me and my artist friends, me specifically, I wanted a place to perform.
Okay.
I didn't know, like most artists starting, most performers, most rappers, I didn't know how to perform, where to perform at. Like, Where do you go to get on stage? Where do you go to perform?
You hear about open mics, but you don't really see them.
You hear about open mics. You got to find them, like especially in Chicago, shit is so chill and like low key. And you got to just know someone who knows someone, or you really got to have your eye out, So then basically it started like that. I was like, how can we perform? And then I started being like, okay, you can call places, and that's what I did. I would call places and be like, can I perform here? Or do you guys have any shows going on? And I would just cold call, essentially. Shout out Google, just Googled like venues near me, or I think at the time I put like Chicago performers or something, Chicago venue, rapping venue, whatever I could, right? And I called a couple places, and I ended up finding a spot, and honestly, the timeline's kind of like hard to remember exactly how it went, but I went to an open mic with my boy Ouija. Shout out Ouija Wisers, that's my dog. And it was at the Auxiliary Arts Center, which was, I don't even know where it was at. I think it was in Wicker Park or Logan Square, somewhere there. Dope little spot. If you're from Chicago, you might have heard of it. And we did like a really cool performance there. It was super fun. I still have videos of that shit. It was great. I talked to the owner. He let me do my very first event there. So my very first event that I ever did was at the Auxiliary Arts Center. That was Underground Sound 1. And it was me, Ouija, and another artist were on the bill. And it was like free to get there, and then like $5 like after a certain time. So it was super chill. It was an open mic, and we did the event, and it was amazing. Like just being able to perform, being able to bring all these people together, just that energy. Everybody was so like hungry at the time, and that passion at the time. It was just crazy. And I kind of just remember telling Ouija like, yo, this is nuts. This is amazing. Like, I just felt so like, yo, we did it. Like this is the shit you dream of, like, yo, I was like 20 at the time, or 22, 23, something. I can't even remember. And I was like, yo, we did that shit. And the feeling was amazing. And I remember being like, I want to do that again. So I think that's pretty much how it went. And just that feeling of all the community being there, that is what I loved. Like the energy of performing on stage and having all these people that are, either rappers or singers, or they're in the field themselves, and it's palpable. You could feel that shit. Like it's just a different energy. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of just, fell in love with that, and I love performing. I feel like I was born to do that shit. And it was just a natural progression, and then it kind of went from there.
Okay.
And then right after that, I think I was invited to perform at this place called McGee's, which is by DePaul University. I don't know if y'all know about McGee's. So I got shout out to ISO, Aaron ISO. I forget who else, man, but shout out to all my dudes over there. Shout out G Money, G Note, Northside Plugged, all of them.
Shout out G Note.
You feel me?
Yes.
Shout out Young Savage. They did a showcase. They invited me, and I remember being so happy and excited. I brought like 10 people out.
Wow.
And this was like my second show ever in my life. I brought like 10 people out. Boom. It was amazing. It was damn near sold out crowd. And I have videos. I have videos of all this shit. So I could always look back and just see the progression of everything. And I remember that feeling. And then right away, we did the Q Bar in Darien. I forget the timeline. Either the Q Bar was first or the Auxiliary Arts Center was first, and then McGee's. But whatever happened, Q Bar, man, that was the one. Now that I think about it, Q Bar in Darien might have been number one, because I remember my sisters coming out to that. I remember my dad, rest his soul, he came out to that. I remember like 7 of my friends came out. It was lit. For my very first show, I brought like maybe 10 to like 14 people out, and it was a big stage. If you've never been to the Q Bar, it's like a pretty nice spot. For your first performance ever at the age of 20, 21, 22, whatever I was, unforgettable. That shit changed my life. I'll never forget that feeling of like being on stage, and after the show ended and just sitting on the stage and looking out and just being like, oh my God, like I was high, man. I was on a whole different like adrenaline. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that feeling is like,
it is a high.
You can't explain it, right?
Yeah.
If you're a performer or you're an athlete or someone like that, you know what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. And then it just went like Q Bar, Auxiliary Arts Center, McGee's, sold out show. The rest was history, and we just kept going.
Okay. And you said that was when you were about 22, 23, and you're about to be 30.
Yes, ma'am.
So you've been consistent, right?
We were doing this shit 2019.
Damn.
2019 is when it all started, and then, COVID happened. We had to stop.
Yeah.
And then I think like a year and a half into COVID, I remember doing Underground Sound 2.
Okay.
So, and then from 2020, I believe it was March 2020, till now, we just been doing it.
How do you feel? How did you feel that COVID has changed how you do your music, how you perform, how you create events?
You know, at the time, I remember talking to my boy and being like, dude, what are we going to do? Like, how are we going to do events? And it was a really scary time. And I just remember like everybody was going through it back then. Everybody was dealing with it. It was affecting all of our lives, you know? So it wasn't just me. Everyone was getting affected by it. And, you know, I'm just grateful that now we're kind of at a better place. It's more leveled off, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, thank God things are way better. So we're able to, again, you know, do the things we love because everybody was being affected by that. Shout out to the frontline workers. Shout out to everybody who was dealing with those crises in those rooms. My cousin's actually an ICU doctor. So love you, cuz. Thank you. And yeah, so it affected all of us. So.
Yes, it affected me too. So I feel you. But I feel like a lot of entrepreneurs and business owners at the time, small businesses, kind of flourished through this COVID. You know, even though it was hard and like, yeah, everybody, it was, you know, people were sick and we were dealing with things. Like, I felt like it kind of brought more people together than kept them apart.
You know, I think what it did was it, you know, it put a mirror up to society and, you know, a lot of people, you know, they either looked in it or they didn't, you know, and I think one thing it showed us all was that life is short. Life is short. The things that we think are important, they're really not that important. I think a lot of us realized how important community was, how important, you know, connections were. We were so isolated that I think we were all just so, you know, starving for that connection. We were all missing out. You know, humans, we're meant to be in groups. We're meant to be together. We're you know, we're communal people. You know, that's our species. We thrive in communities. You know, not to get super deep, but like, you know, so when you take that away from a society, it definitely affects things. And I think, you know, there are a lot of positives, like you were, you know, saying that came from it. I think one of those positives that I personally felt was that, you know, when we were able to get together, when we were able to, you know, come together, go to things when it was safer and we were, you know, I think everybody appreciated it more. I think everybody just felt more in the moment, you know?
Right. Okay. So speaking on now, you know, we're talking about music, we're talking about the community, right? And like you have these really dope events that you put together. How did you grow that team that you have, and how do you lay out these events where you're not only putting together open mic for independent artists to come and you know receive love and show us their talent, but you're putting together a full vendor market and you're performing in it, like you're doing a lot. So how are you able to do these things? And not to mention he be getting footage, he got a full media team. Like, how are you able to put this together?
You know, just a lot of time into it. You know, again, a lot of these answers are going to sound cliche or just, but it just takes time. You know, just doing your thing. And you know, first things first. You got to thank God. Always. You know what I'm saying?
Amen.
You know, alhamdulillah, like you got to thank God for everything. If you don't do that, it's like nothing really, it all starts with that, right? It all starts with them. So thank God. It also just starts with, you know, how important is it to you? How much do you care about it?
Amen.
You know,
love that.
You know, a lot of people know me. My girl, she always tells me.
Shout out Mel. Just so you guys know, I am decked out in full saloon song creation accessories. I got rose quartz and moonstone ring. I have a morganite bracelet. Okay, and I have a clear quartz wrapped with. I don't know what those are, but they're cute. Okay, so period. And not to mention the earrings too. My girl handmade all of this. You could follow her at saloon_song_creations. Period.
Tap in with Saluna Creations. She makes some amazing stuff. She's very talented. Yeah, so she's you know always telling me like, dude, yeah, like you're one of the most like passionate people I've ever met. Other people say it too, like I can't do anything half-assed. So everything I do, I have to put like my full effort into it, my full heart into it, or I can't do it. So that's how my events have been. That's how everything I do in life is. So I think because of like that energy that I put out, that like frequency that I put out into the universe, I think, again, God and the universe and my energy just brings people to me that align with that.
Like me. No.
Like exactly, like Nini. So firsthand. So,
Shit.
like we said, we started the pod by saying we just connected online over time and then we got close and we started, and boom, now you're basically, part of our team. So thank you.
Yes, thank
But
you.
That's how it is.
Well, it's not just that. Like, I really seen what you were doing. I was like, damn, that's dope. A little bit about me in early 2022, early 2021, even though COVID was, we were having a lot of restrictions, we were blessed to be able to put together a lot of creative markets for our small businesses in Chicago North Side. So a lot of you know me as Misa's Novelties. So I would do the same thing, and I would bring low cost markets that were bumping. We had traffic in that motherfucker, and people would come and sell out and bring community together, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I see the vision, and one thing I want to talk about when we mentioned that what goes into these events and just everything is your time, right?
Mm-hmm.
And not just your time, but your passion, right? I want to talk about how important the work it is that you're doing, and I understand as a creative that you're not always reaping the financial benefits of the work that you're putting out. Mm-mm. And I think that it is important to highlight that because a lot of us fuck with you and we respect you because we know that you're doing a lot with a small budget. So I would like to talk about that and like, how are you able to do so much with such a small budget?
I appreciate that. Thank you. Again, I'm just lucky. Like, truly, I'm really just blessed. That's not to sound like, again, a cliche answer, but I'm blessed. That's all I could really say. It's been years and years that I've been putting work into this. I feel like at this point, my work ethic pretty much speaks for itself. My energy speaks for itself, my personality. Because honestly, I'm just so focused. I really don't put my mind on other shit, and, shout out to ADD. I'm able to focus and hyper focus. It's a, shout out to all my people suffering from, ADD or ADHD. It's our low-key superpower. Yep. Okay. It's our superpower because I'm able to hyper focus on something. Like, so for the event, what I do is I kind of like, I have an outline that I have in my mind, and, me and Mel, that's my baby again, shout out to my boo, we will kind of discuss it, and, we'll be like, okay, what kind of vibe do we want for this next? Well, first thing we do is we talk to the venue. Once we have the venue secure and we work that out, and, it's every event and every venue, it's a negotiation. So a little peek behind the scenes, people are curious, you got to negotiate. Number one, it's just business 101. You got to be on your business. Doesn't matter how talented you are. Doesn't matter how much clout you have. Doesn't matter how many. At the end of the day, it's you talking to another person, and whatever you and them agree to, it's a symbiotic relationship, the venue, the event coordinator, everything, right? So you work that out, and then we're like, what kind of event do we want to do? Do we want to do something chill? Want to do something hype? Do we want to, open mic, karaoke? Is it market driven? We kind of get the details. And then we kind of just go from there. And first things that I lock in on are, the performers. So who am I going to get to perform? I actually have like a short list. I'm blessed to know so many artists and performers that so many people want to be a part of the events. And I'm grateful for that. And we have a list that we kind of...
A list that they say, oh, after this, it's it. And then I'll be like, this is your last performer. And they'll be like, we got 3 more.
So we start with the list, we go off the list, we reach out, and then we kind of go with the vendors, we reach out to the vendors, we have a group chat, where all our vendors are at. Shout out to all the amazing businesses that work with us, that have vended with us.
Shout out.
And, once we got them, we kind of go down the line, media team, promo team, hostess, doorman, do we need a DJ? And it takes a lot of time, but like I said, I'm grateful to know so many dope people, so many people that, trust the vision, they trust in me, and they just know, like, at this point, they just know Nova got it. You know what I'm saying? Nova and Mel, they know what they're doing. It kind of speaks for itself, and that's it.
Period.
It is a lot of work. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah.
It to me, I'm talking about it as if it's so easy.
No big deal. No big deal.
But the thing is, it's because I've been doing it for so long that I have a system and I have a community that I've fostered and built. And again, I just feel like the work ethic kind of speaks for itself, and I'm grateful for that. And I'm grateful that the word of mouth is everything. People come to our events. They're like, this shit is dope. That shit was a vibe. It wasn't expensive. They're dope ass vendors. They tell one person, they hear about it, they tell someone, and it's beautiful. I knew when I started doing events, I used to always tell my people, like, I want to be a staple in Chicago. Like, that is one of my long-term goals, which thank God I feel like we're doing.
You're getting there.
We're doing our thing, but I always said that I want to focus on our city. Like, I want to be known in Chicago for whatever it is. If I'm an artist, if I'm an event coordinator, whatever, I want people to be like, I want my name to people hear it and they just get, we know what's up with him. Like, just I want to have a good name, that's all. Just, I think our city is very slept on.
Yes.
We don't get enough credit. I feel like there's stigmas as well around Chicago that, I feel like we're openly, changing that narrative. It's not just me. There's so many talented people. If I would just name a few, like, man, it's hard, on the spot. But I do want to shout out, though. I want to shout out to my boy. Shout out to Lazy with Too Good.
What's up, Lazy?
Yeah.
I knew Lazy before I met you guys.
No, Lazy's the man.
Lazy's the man. Shout out Lazy.
Yeah, shout out Lazy, Too Good. Shout out the Tomorrow Show, all my people at Tomorrow. They're doing great things. Shout out to Stay High, man. Stay High Market. Tap in with her. Shout out Natalie. Shout out DJ Scully. That's my boy. Another great person, DJ event coordinator. There's too many, man. I love all y'all. But it's not just me that's, contributing to the culture of Chicago, changing the narrative and stuff. It's a lot of people, but I'm very grateful and blessed and proud to say that I've worked my way into, those conversations, I guess you could say. Those spaces
you did
and
your
shit.
Thing.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like something I wanted to highlight, if you guys are not listening, but it's like consistency, right? It's not giving up. It's staying true to what you know that is your passion, even if it doesn't all make sense, right? So it's like just staying consistent over them years. And then even when it's not making sense, it eventually starts to make sense. And that's what I love about it. Like hearing these stories and just getting to sit down with you like a little deeper is because there's a lot that goes into the music, is a lot that goes into the events, and sometimes people just don't understand. Like I said, you're not reaping everything you're sowing right now, and you're doing so much, so shout out to you for that, and just like keep going. Honestly, like the city needs you, bruh. I'm for real. It's not a lot of it's not a lot of positive there's not a lot of positivity, right, in the world, and especially in Chicago. We deal with a lot of negativity, a lot of controversy, a lot of competition, right?
Yeah.
Everybody wants to see people do good, but not better than them. So it's amazing to be around that energy where you're fostering, right, these young artists, because you have a lot of very young artists that show up as well, but you have some older ones too. So it's like, it's dope that you're building this community for people and allowing them to show us what they got. And it takes a lot to get up on the stage and perform music, right? Or just perform a poem or whatever, because you're in front of people that you're not gonna know how they're gonna respond to what it is you're putting out there. So it's a lot. It takes a lot, and it's just dope that you're already setting that stage for them because you were performing before you started hosting these events.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like I said, it's like it's a passion of mine. So I love that feeling of just bringing the community together, giving people a platform. You know, just that's the shit that brings me joy. You know, that's the shit that my soul gets fulfilled off that stuff, because I don't really care a lot about, you know, like this world that we're in. It's you know, I touch on this in my music, but like this life is a test, you know, like this whole shit that we're doing, this isn't what life is about. You know what I'm saying? This is just, you know, not to get all religious or spiritual, but I really do feel like that everything we do on this planet is a test, and it's just like for the next thing, you know what I'm saying? Whatever that is, whatever you believe in, you know, I feel like one of my purposes in life is just to spread love, you know what I'm saying? Like
that part,
you know, I'll tell you my life purpose. Like I'm grateful that I figured it out at a really young age, but you know, my life's purpose is to create, is to impact, inspire, and spread love, right? So create, impact, inspire, spread love. That is what I'm here on earth to do. So in my mind, as long as I do whatever I'm doing with that in my mind and in the background and in the forefront of everything I do, I'll never fail, you know, because God gave me a purpose, and that's my purpose. And I'm living in my purpose by doing music, by doing events, by doing, you know, whatever the things I'm doing. Like I said, I'm just but one person who's on this earth. That's my purpose in life. A lot of people, they don't know their purpose in life, and it sucks and it's sad. And you know, I'm not trying to talk down on you if you haven't figured out your purpose. I hope you can figure out your purpose. And one of the things that I am so happy is when people tell me like, yo, dog, you inspired me to do this, or yo, like if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't do this, bro. Or like, again, like that is what I'm here for. Like I'm here to create in any way I can create, because these ideas we get to create, they're not from us, they're from a higher power, you know.
That's
if you ever
hot
watch
tea right there.
if you ever seen the movie Soul, like they touch on it perfectly in that movie. Like that's what we're here. It's like an idea you just channel, you know, you get it from somewhere. I'm here to impact, you know, the community, the world. I'm here to inspire people. I'm here to inspire, you know, hopefully the next generation as well. I'm here to inspire. You know, I have nieces and nephews, and I have young artists that reach out to me and come to events and stuff, and like you kind of touched on. And and then lastly, I'm just here to spread love. Like that's why, again, I mentioned that in my music. I try to live by those things, and everything I do is just with that in mind. So
I love that, though, and I'm glad that we're here having this conversation and touching on these subjects. But I'm gonna get a little more into you, because we've been talking a lot about, like, obviously what you do, but like who's Nova, right? So you had said you first performed, right, when you were like early 20s. What was the first song that you performed? And what's your first album?
So the first song I ever performed, man, that's a hard question. I've performed so many songs now. Man, that's tough. My first song I ever performed, we could just say what was like my first biggest song I performed. We could say Paranoia.
Okay.
Paranoia, the music video's on YouTube. That's on my first project, Lakeshore Dreams. So I haven't really dropped like a full album yet, but I've dropped multiple EPs, because just the way I look at it is like people are more open to listening to an EP than maybe a full-length album. I also want to make sure that like the first full-length album I do is like something that I like feel like I took time with. It's not like something I just made in a few months. So I be dropping hella EPs. My first EP I ever dropped was Lakeshore Dreams. Love that project, special to me. Came out in like maybe 2019. Second project I ever dropped was Nova and Friends. And again, you can listen to these on all platforms. Nova and Friends, the concept is just me and a bunch of my homies, and it's just all features, just good rapping, some chill songs. Really proud of that one. My third project that I dropped was Memories and Melodies. Love that one. Again, you can find all these on all platforms. And the last project I dropped was Lost Boy, and that's probably my most favorite one, my most recent one. Listen to that, Lost Boy, out everywhere. Some of my favorite songs are on that as well. And then we're working on the next one now.
Bro, you got a Christmas pack?
I got a Christmas pack. If y'all got some Christmas music you want to listen to, go listen to my Christmas pack.
That's fire.
You feel me? Go listen to that Christmas pack. Celebration. It's probably my favorite song on there. And I made that real quick. I was just talking to my engineer at the time. Shout out Ideal the Kid. And I was like, man, rappers don't be doing Christmas songs no more. Like, remember when rappers would do like Christmas joints? And then that's how I was like, I reached out.
Shout out Gucci Mane.
Shout out Gucci, and reached out to my boy Jack Dean, a couple other producers. They was like, I literally said, send me some Christmas shit.
East Atlanta Santa. No,
I was like, send me some Christmas shit. Boom. I found two I like. We recorded it, and every motherfucking Christmas I listen to that 2-pack, and I'm so happy I made that shit. Came out in 2019 or 20.
That's crazy.
So happy I made that shit.
I'm loving that.
Thank you.
No, like some of my favorite songs I think are on the Memories and Melodies project. So is that's not your latest project, or is that like you said Lost Boy is the latest? Okay. So Memories and Melodies, when did that come out?
Memories and Melodies came out, I want to say maybe 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago.
Okay.
So Lost Boy came out in May of 25, and I believe it's hard, to think right now, but I think it was 2 years ago. Okay. It was Memories and Melodies, and then Lost Boy was about a year ago.
Okay. So you got a few projects. He has lots of music you can go and stream, like you said, on all platforms. I personally be on YouTube, so he's on ya boy Nova. Go check him out. And then me too, Hot Tea with Nini, don't forget. But speaking of like your music, you have a lot of music videos too. Are you creating those music videos on your own? Who's producing, who's directing, and who's shooting your videos?
So it's pretty much just me,
okay.
And then my boy, my boy Corrupt. That's my boy, one of my longest, music homies. Shout out Corrupt. If you need any videography or directing, me and him shoot all my music videos, and then me and him direct it, and then I give him some pointers for what I want the final thing to look like, and then he just takes a couple of days or a week or two, and he kind of chops it up, and he gives me updates. But I am open to working with all videographers, you know what I mean? Like, that's my guy, but I'm always open to working with other videographers. But me and Corrupt, we might have a video dropping this year, low-key, before the year ends, so.
Period. Okay, so my boy right here brought me some new music to preview with you guys. So tell me real quick what we're about to listen to, what project is it on, and when is it coming out?
All right, so I brought y'all a treat to shout out my girl for inviting me onto the podcast. We're going to preview an unreleased song that is dropping shortly. I don't know when exactly, but it's coming out. It's called Last Breath. It's not out yet. We're going to preview it here on Hot Tea with Nini, and it'll probably be out in the next, I want to say, 3 to 4 weeks.
Okay.
And it's going to be it's either going to be a single or it's going to be a part of a 2-pack coming out. So we got some new music coming out.
All right. And what's it called again?
This is called Last Breath. And it's not finished yet, but this is just an exclusive.
This is just an exclusive.
It's just a demo.
This is a demo. Last Breath, exclusive music by my boy Nova the King. Check it out.
Beth Studios.
All due respect, you got no fucking idea what it's like to be #1.
Hey, I'm screaming fuck you with my last breath. Been in penthouses and on my last check. I was struggling back then, that was past tense. Was barely getting money, now I'm stacking assets. I'm screaming fuck you with my last breath. Been in penthouses and on my last check. I was struggling back then, that was past tense. Was barely getting money, now I'm stacking assets. I never do what I'm told. When my money's so old that it start going mold. Coming out this nightmare, fuck a dream that they sold. Bitch, where the fuck was you when I was out in the cold? When I would walk to the stove, it was just me and bro. It was like 3 below. Before they tried to dim my glow and take a piece of my soul. Before I ever had a single hoe up out at my show, it was just me and the flow. See, me and you don't got the same progress, cause I'm a king and you an average. something that you can't digest. And you a hating little bitch, but I digress. I'm screaming fuck you with my last breath. Been in penthouses and on my last check. I was struggling back then, that was past tense. Was barely getting money, now I'm stacking assets. I'm screaming fuck you with my last breath. Been in penthouses and on my last check. I was struggling back then, that was past tense. Was barely getting money, now I'm stacking assets. Yo baby mama, give me brain, yeah this shit gon' get intimate. It's slaying how you live your life on the internet. Stayed in my lane and this shit was so imminent. I took over the game, balling out with my syndicate. I been in my bag, killing shit with a pen and a pad. I make a pussy bitch bleed like they bit on they rag. Hey, what's up with that? They love when I rap. Yeah, I got me a nag. I got me a sack, I got me a rag, and I'm not giving it back. Don't understand what it took to get to this chapter. Had to cut off friends who was really just good actors. Had to keep my head up while my mama got worse. Dealing with trauma, trying to break my family's curse. I'm screaming fuck you with my last breath. Been in penthouses and on my last check. I was struggling back then, that was past tense. Was barely getting money, now I'm stacking assets. I'm screaming fuck you with my last breath. Been in penthouses and on my last check. I was struggling back then, that was past tense. Was barely getting money, now I'm stacking assets. Little bitch.
Okay. Now we stacking assets.
Just some unreleased, you feel me?
That's some new music, unreleased music by my guy Nova the King. We don't know when it's gonna be out yet, but you already know we stacking assets.
Very soon. It's coming out soon, I promise. Hella new music's coming out this year. I'm gonna just say that. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna keep it at that. But we got a couple joints locked up, ready to come out.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I think that's dope. You always got some good music, good beats. You know, we never know what to expect from you. But I don't know. I felt like we should give them something. I think we're going to play a game. So usually, y'all know I play a game with my guests. But today, we're going to do something different. We're still going to play a game. But my boy's in a freestyle for us. And I might bust the flow, too. I don't know.
Yeah.
We're going to see. We're going to see how that goes.
Okay.
But I'm going to put a beat on, right? I get to pick the beat. And then you're going to flow for us.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, period. Y'all. All right,
I'm gonna
y'all.
try my best, man.
You're tuning back in with Nini, your host on Hot Tea with Nini. I got my boy Nova here, Nova the King. Shout out.
Yo.
So we're gonna play a little game, like I said. But on this game, he gonna freestyle to some beats that I pick. Okay? You guys might get a freestyle out of me. I don't know yet. You have to wait till the end to find out. So I'm gonna pick the beats. I got the first one ready to go. I'm gonna hit it.
Hey, yeah, they hating on me and I'm sick of this shit. Walking this bitch and she thick as a bitch. I don't know what you be saying. Coming through and I'm not playing. Hey, I'm walking this bitch. Bad bitch with me, you know that she thick as shit. I'm sick of this shit. In the whip, I'm getting lit. Got no time to talk to you. Fuck what you saying. Yeah, fuck what you saying. My boys, they not playing. I'm coming through in this bitch and they start spraying. Real talk, dog, I feel like Super Saiyan. Cold flow, Himalayan. I don't know about you, but my bitch, she be laying. Yeah, I'm not playing. Yeah, don't fuck with the lion. He's starting to roar. Bitch, I feel like an eagle, I'm starting to soar. Fuck what you saying, you know that I'm chilling with yo. I chill with yo, me and more. She sending me love and hug, but you know, I need more. Hey, yeah. My pen, that shit feel like a sword. Yeah, I'm cutting shit up. Fuck what you saying, I'm fucking you up. Okay, yeah. Bagging this bitch and I'm getting it. Fuck what you saying, we getting lit. Fuck what you saying, she getting thick. Fuck what you saying, I'm getting rich. Yeah, fuck with the kid, I toss your ass in a ditch. Yeah, I'm turning up, I'm about to hit a switch.
Hot Tea with Nini.
Hey.
You gotta split a phone for me.
Hey, I thought you was going in right there.
Hot Tea with Nini. Come find out. Come sit with me on the brown couch or the red couch. Come find out. No, let me stop. Cause I'm not Nova. All right.
Hey, I'm always weak on the first one though. I got you.
Stop it. That wasn't weak though. We were turned up a little bit.
That was fun though. That was fun. That's fine.
Some Young Dolph.
All right, I never heard this. That's good. All right, lower it just a little bit. Hey. Hey, yeah. Bitch, I'm counting a stack, and my bitch ass so fat. It's so fat. I be counting a stack, chilling in a Cadillac, and that shit is blue and black. Yeah, they know what's up with that. And it come to that boy Nova, that boy snowing, he be flowing, I be going, feel like I'm Hulk Hogan, the way I be smashing shit. I don't know about you, I'm on some fashion shit. Pull up with a bitch, 2 chains, feel like titty boy. I don't know about you, about to take over your city, boy. You already know that it's Nova, chilling out in VA. You know that boy don't play. Used to be a cheapskate, took her on a cheap date. Yeah, we eating McDonald's. Fuck what you be talking about. Hold up. Yeah, okay, I'm back on it. Give me another beat, I'm about to smash on it. Counting cash on it. Fuck what you be saying. Know that I'm not playing. All my boys, they coming through. Yeah, you know they ass be spraying. I'm not playing. My bitch bad. She next to me, she laying. And I don't know what you be saying, but I'm coming through. I'm chilling with it. Yeah, you know that I'm chilling with it. Tell her out to come and get it. Okay, my chick so thick, her pants, she barely fitting. I don't know about you, but my destiny was written. I be getting it. Yeah, you know that we be getting lit. I don't know about you, but I'm about to toss you in a ditch. Hey, alright.
Yeah.
Hold up. Yeah. Okay, I'm back to back. Don't give no fuck. Don't lag. Okay, I count a stack. Real talk, I need another rack. Bad bitch, she chillin' on the back. Okay, my boy, have fun with that. You already know she about to throw me the cat. Yeah, you already know that I don't lack. Bad bitch wanna come through and fuck Zach. Okay, had a bitch chillin' off the yak. You already know I gotta smoke another sack and another smack. Yeah, right after that. I don't give a fuck, bitch, don't get slapped. I don't give a fuck, hit your ass with a bat. I'm getting cheese, boy, you know your ass a rat. I don't give a fuck. That's it.
Hell nah.
Hey, yeah. Okay, I'll get a lot of cash. Shawty's throwing ass. I don't give a fuck about you. You know that I don't pass. Nah, I'm not Steve Nash. Bitch, I'm about mine. I don't know about you. Fuck with me, you probably dying. Bullets, they be flying. You know I'm not lying. Bitch, I'm dunking like I'm Zion. Bad bitch while I'm eyeing. Yeah, you know I'm barely trying. Yeah, I'm barely trying. Look up in the air, I'm flying. Yeah, I'm flying. I say, yeah, they shaking ass. I'm about cash. I don't give a fuck. I'm about to spread like a rash. Hey, what's up? Yeah, I feel like Ash. Cause my bitch, she look like Misty. I don't know about you. Yeah, she texted me, she missed me. I don't give a fuck. Hey, boy, didn't you diss me? I don't give a fuck. Bad bitch, she wanna kiss me. Send another text saying that she just missed me. It's all good. I'm coming through, about to roll another hood while I'm rolling with the crew. I don't know about you, but I'm coming in that coupe, yeah, yeah. Okay, I'm getting hella cash. I make it last, bad bitch, she shaking ass. I don't even give a fuck, but you know that I don't pass. Bitch, I ain't Steve Nash, yeah, I'm bout mine. If you fuck with me, little bitch, your mouth will be flying. I don't give a fuck, your world will end like V-Mines. Yeah, I'm coming through, yeah, you know I'm barely trying, but them bullets, they'll be flying. Yeah, about to send 3 to your neck, then I get another check. Sorry, dog, I had a flex. Bad bitch in the coupe, about to give me neck. I don't give a fuck, I point her out. Yeah, you know she next. Yeah, you know she next. Yeah, I'm all about my cash. That bitch shaking ass. Yeah, this life, it move fast. My clout spread like a rash, like a fucking rash. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. That's it.
I could do one more.
All right.
I'll do one more. Hey, fuck with that new shit coming, man. Last breath. Hey, fuck it. It's all up the top. Real freestyle shit. Stop playing with me.
Clock in Hot Tea with Nini. Exclusive shit. Find it right here.
Yeah. Hey, put it up one. Hey, fuck it. I'm a monster, bitch. fast car, whipping around that hole there. This shit feel like NASCAR. I don't know about you, but I need a fucking sponsor. I don't know about you, but I feel like I'm a monster. Real talk, dog. Shit'll Jeffrey Dahmer. I don't know about you chilling in the Bahamas. Hold up, bad bitch. Yeah, that's your baby mama. I'm sorry, your honor. He shouldn't have fucking tried me. Bad bitch coming through. Call my ass Smiley. Look at my chain. Yeah, that's why I'm always smiling. I don't know about you, but hold up. Say, I don't know about you, but I'm chilling in a new whip. Bitch, you can't do shit. Hit your ass in the back. Then I'm about to go and spread on her tulips. Yeah, I'm coming through. Yeah, I'm coming through. Gave a bad bitch a bouquet full of tulips. Yeah, you know I do this. None of this is new, bitch. You already know my bitch bad. I'm hot Anubis. Yeah, I'm coming through. Yo, ass just a new bitch. I don't know about you. Every week it's a new bitch. Every fucking week it's a new chick, a new whip. I do this. Leave your ass clueless. Yeah, you stupid. I'm over here. My mind is twisted like a Rubik's. Me and Shawty making movies. Call my ass Kubrick. I don't know about you, but I'm changing your hubris. Fuck what you be saying. Yeah, I do this. Yeah, I'm not even trying. Bitch, I feel like, hold up. Yeah. I said, hold up, bitch. I feel like Yoda popping like some soda. I don't know about you, but you old, bro. Shut the fuck up. Hey, I don't give a fuck about your ass. If you hating on me, leave your fucking stupid ass in the past. Yeah, I'm not done. Bad bitch coming through. She know I'm the one. I don't know about you, but I'm shining like the sun. Shining like the sun, but you know we having fun. And I got a bad bitch since I was young. I don't know about you, but you know your ass a punk. I told that bitch we can't kick it, no, we can't punt. Fuck what you be saying, dog. Your ass just a runt.
Damn.
Okay.
That's it.
Part, you went straight heat. Like I heard that fire.
That shit was fun.
Man. That's it, man. A couple freestyles.
Just a little something.
A little something. Get ready for the new music coming, man. I had to leave a little freestyle for y'all. Hope y'all fuck with it. And if you do, you can follow me on Instagram, Nova the King with 2 G's. You know, shout out Nini. Is that it? We doing?
I think I want to hop on one with you. Shit,
hop on it. Play. Start it up for me, man.
We gonna see.
Give me 4 bars and then I got you.
All right, I gotta find a beat though.
Go ahead. This is all freestyle, bruh. I just want you to know it's hard, man.
Alright. Y'all ready? I probably got like 4 bars. That's all I got.
That's all I need. Give me 4.
Alright. You ready?
Give me 4.
Hey, big Nini in this bitch. Put it on checklist. You already know where to find this. YouTube. Let me stop.
Hey, you already know where the fuck to find this. Can you tell me please where my mind is? It's the king, so she wanna come and be her highness. Yeah, you know I'm so fucking high, bitch. Hey, my bitch be like, hi, bitch, but that's my bitch. Yeah, I'm getting rich. I don't give a fuck. Leave your ass in a ditch. Hold up. Yeah, I'm getting hella money, man. But this ain't funny, man. Back in my dad's sedan life, it wasn't sunny, man. Nah, had no one to come and hold my hand. Had to make 100 bands, turn that to 100 fans, 100 grams. Damn, I'm in the motherland. Where the fuck is you? Probably chilling in another land. Yeah, I don't know about no other man. Bitch, I'm getting money every fucking day. I don't know about you, but I remember, yeah, I couldn't play when the lights came on. Yeah, I had to shine, bitch. I don't know about you, but I'm getting hella shine, bitch. I'm getting my shit. I'm on, hold up. Bitch, I'm on cloud 9. I'm on cloud 9, you can't deny. Yeah, I haven't feeling for my shit. I don't know about that.
Hey, foot on the gas. You know I'm going fast. Blunt in my mouth and I ain't gonna pass. Big Nini in this bitch, you know me. Follow me, Hot Tea with Nini.
Yeah,
Ay.
I give you hot tea and hot slugs. I don't know about you, but you know that I'm the hot one. Yeah, your ass is cold. And I remember back then, yeah, your ass was bold. You thought I forgot, no. You did my ass cold. Left me in the snow, dog. Why your ass a hoe? Thought you was the bro, then stick to the code. On the fucking low, you a snake. My grass I had to mow. Fuck what you be saying, yeah, I'm getting what I'm owed. Fuck what you be saying, yeah, the reaping what I'm sold. I don't know about you, but the dream is what they sold. Waking out this fucking nightmare. I don't know about you, but this life, it don't fight fair. Nah, this life, it don't fight fair. I said I'm waking out this nightmare. Fuck what you be thinking, nah, this knife, it don't fight fair. Take the knife out my back, then I cut you a steak, then I go and feed you that. Why'd you fucking do me so bogus? Yeah, it did me so dirty. Damn, life be moving fast, I'm about to turn 30. That's it, man.
That was it.
That's it. That's all I got.
That's all I got for
That's
y'all.
all I got.
That was like a 4-bar.
Appreciate you.
That was good.
Appreciate you, man.
Okay.
Just
We
had
have
to
fun.
spit a little something for y'all.
So shout out my boy Nova, came through, gave us some exclusive music, gave us some freestyles, not one. We got a couple. So what can we expect from that? When is that album coming out? Last Breath. When is Last Breath coming out?
Okay. Last Breath is, I don't know when this is dropping, but it'll either have just dropped
So
or...
this is dropping, today is May 26th. This is gonna be dropping June 5th.
June 5th, all right, so...
The day before the pull-up event. So real quick, tell them about the pull-up. Where can they get tickets?
So, yeah, if you want to come to one of our next events, June 6th, we have Shy Tiva in Wicker Park. Shout out my girl, Mariah, for the hookup. Yeah, we're going to be doing the pull-up. Come through, karaoke, vendors, live music's going to be lit. Only $5, 10 at the door. And then after that, we're going to be at But June 27th is the next event after that. So if you want to tap in with us, Nova the King on Instagram. It's very simple, like I said. Tap in for events, tap in to keep up with me and my music, just to support me if you want. But yeah, man, Last Breath will be dropping sometime in June for sure.
Okay, that period. So Last Breath dropping in June. This episode dropping June 5th. So tap in with me. You know, I have a lot going on as well. You can find me at Hot Tea with Nini or at Elevated with Nini. Hot Tea with Nini is where all the podcast interviews will be, reels, all that cool stuff. If you want to hear me talk shit, that's where you go. But Elevated with Nini is more where you can find my events, where I'm going to be, and catch me where you catch me. You know what I'm saying? Catch me if you can, right? But yes, so thank you so much for coming through today. We had fun. I know you're going to be back. This is not the last you're going to see of interviews like this, especially with my guy right here. Soon we're going to be having a sit down with Mel, and it's going to be lit. So, yes.
Yeah, I appreciate the invite. This was really fun. Thank you for, just letting me come through, talk on your platform. Thank you for letting me play some unreleased music. Thank you for the interview. Thank you just for everything, man. I love what you're doing. Support my girl Nini and everything she does. She's a great person. She's just amazing. I was honored and excited to come out to this. So thank you so much. And I'll see you at the event, and we'll be back. We'll definitely be back and do some more shit. So
yes, thank you again, Nova. I appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
Again, you know where you're at right now. I'm Nini Ruiz. You're tuning into Hot Tea with Nini. This is the podcast where culture, consciousness, and real talk all meet in the same cup. We talk about a little bit of everything, and we like to leave you with something that you can take away at the end of the show. So I hope that you learned something, that you got some inspiration, or maybe you're going through something and this was able to help you hearing the story. So if you like this and you want more, like, follow, subscribe, and tap in for the next show. Your girl Nini, again, Hot Tea with Nini.
I push shit to new levels. I'm a star, yeah, I've always been a rebel. I do my job, I just cop the new bezel. For the squad, they know I never settle.